The first point to understand about PV systems is that they are a generator, no different than a gas generator. When light hits solar cells, they create electricity. No light, no electricity. The primary hazards to firefighters include electrical shock and increased dead load of the system on a building. It should be noted that a properly installed system with no damage represents no safety hazard, either to the homeowner or to firefighters. In this section, the overview of the residential PV system, the primary objective is to identify all of the components in a PV system. Operationally, one of the primary objectives is to identify the presence of a PV system. This may seem very basic, as most of you know what a PV module looks like, but it is not uncommon to arrive at a structure where there are modules on the roof that cannot be seen. You could show up on the north side of the building, and the modules are mounted on the south side. Or it could be a flat rooftop, and you would never see the modules from the street. You'll learn each component so that only seeing one, you'll be able to hopefully identify that a PV system is present on the building. Grid-tied PV systems are the most common type of PV system installed over the last decade. The PV module mounted on the roof generates DC voltage. The wires coming off the array must be inside conduit, and they come down to a disconnect that's called a DC disconnect. They then go into the inverter, which changes it from DC to AC voltage. Then to another disconnect that's called an AC disconnect. Finally, the wires go directly into a circuit breaker in the electrical panel. During the day, the meter may spin backwards while you're at work if it's a sunny day and the PV system is generating more than you're using. At night, the PV system and inverters are off and the meter spins forwards as the electricity used in the house comes directly from the utility. This type of system has no battery backup. We'll cover that later, but for now, we'll focus on the grid-tied system.